Hey beautiful people, I hope that you are all doing really well. Welcome back to another pick a card reading. Today's reading we are going to be doing a classic that I haven't done for a while. It's time for it to come back. What is going on in this connection? So this is generally about love. It could be for just a platonic relationship. So you can still pick a card even if it's just a friendship and see if it resonates or not, okay? But it's generally for love readings, relationships, dating, whatever your circumstance is. We're going to be having a look at the energies within the connection, what's going on, what you need to be aware of, and some words of advice as well. Now, please remember this is a very, very general reading. Time is an illusion and energy is fluid. If you would like a personal reading, you can find all my details in the description box below. Now, to those of you who haven't watched one of these readings before, I'm going to be showing you 3 different decks of cards. You are going to pick the pile you are most drawn to, and that is going to be your message. Now, if you want, you are more than welcome, of course, to watch all 3 piles of cards. However, I do recommend that if you want a really clear, concise message, that you just pick one pile. Now, I want to give a very big shout out and thank you to all of you who have been supporting me on my journey. Lots of love and light to you all. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and also feel free to share this video with someone else that you might think might gain some insight or help from it. All right, guys, without any further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to show you your 3 different piles of cards. Okay, lovely people. So we have from left to right, pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So these are your cards. I've also picked you guys a destiny card as well to go along with the reading. So if you want a little bit more time to choose the pile of cards you want to choose, that's cool. I'll just get you to pause the video because I'm about to start the reading. Okay, so for those of you who chose pile 1, these are your cards. This is your reading. This is what is currently going on in your connection, in the current energy. Remembering that time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So your destiny card we have is boldness. So what I'm picking up here is that, well, my throat is really sore and really itchy right at this point of time. So I feel like there's something that you guys are holding back from saying. And I feel like you need to be bold in what it is that you need to be doing, saying, and the direction you're going to be needing to take. Because I feel like there's going to be a decision coming up that's going to be needed to be made within this connection. Okay, so boldness is needed. Let's have a look at what the cards are saying though. Okay, so to start off with, we have the Star. So this is current and passing energy, and I feel that initially in this connection things were really wonderful. This connection was like a dream come true. You felt like you'd won the lotto. Everything is amazing. Things seem balanced. You were very attracted to your partner. All these wonderful things, like a wish fulfillment. But I think things have changed. Let's have a look at what's clarifying. We have the Emperor. I feel that what this is saying is that you did feel a sense of being in control of this situation. You felt that you had the upper hand perhaps, and that all was good and well. You were sitting in your throne, you were enjoying this, man or woman, and everything just seemed to be, you know, going really well. This was great. This was beautiful. And as I said, there was this feeling or this illusion of being in control of what's going on. And I think that is the biggest illusion of this, is that that feeling of being in control, because you never really are totally in control of something. And I think this is going to be a key factor in this reading. Current energy, Four of Cups. There's been some disappointment. Maybe you're a little bit bored in the connection. But it's like what's being offered to you really no longer does anything for you. You're in this lull. You're not quite sure what you want to do. I feel like a lot of you are still sort of just hanging in there. Maybe some of you feel like you're not going to get a better offer than what you're getting now. Another message here could be that you are being given an offer from someone else, but you're unable to see it because of the current situation that you are in. I feel like as well, if this resonates for you, that a lot of you are thinking, is the grass really greener on the other side? And it can be, of course. It may not be. It really depends. But I feel that this card is also saying take the time out to really reflect on how your body is feeling about this situation, how it's feeling about this connection. If you're tired, if you're feeling bored, there's a reason for this, and you need to start being bold enough to listen to the signs that your body is giving you. As I said before, and you will know whether this applies to you or not, you're either bored within your connection, or there's some sort of other offer coming in that you're not able to see because you're just ruminating too much on what's not working for you at the moment. Clarifying the Four of Cups, we have the Six of Cups. So you could be getting an offer coming in from the past, but that's not what I'm getting here. The message I'm getting here is that I feel like you're not enjoying this connection as much as you used to. You're not enjoying when it was first fresh, when you were first really enjoying it. It just feels like it's gotten stale, and so now you're just reminiscing maybe on the good times in the relationship, but it's blocking you from either a better offer coming in or just better things coming in, because I do get this feeling that you don't feel like you have any power in this anymore, or you don't feel empowered by this connection anymore. The next card we have is the King of Pentacles. This can represent a man or a woman. Reading it as an energy, I feel there's this real need for there to be more stability within the relationship, or more stability within you as a person. Maybe you are trying to get more in the King of Pentacle energy. Maybe you are trying to build yourself up more work-wise. Maybe you're trying to make more money and put yourself in a situation where you're more, grounded with money and with things around you. You're not having to worry about money so much, and you're able to support yourself more comfortably is what I'm picking up here. Clarifying the King of Pentacles, we have the Eight of Pentacles. So yes, maybe your work life is also affecting this connection. Maybe you're spending more time at work to avoid this connection. But I feel like there's a lot of work that you're doing kind of in order to take you away from what it is that you really need to be doing, and a decision you need to be making about this connection is what I'm picking up. Because I feel like some of you are really trying to build an empire. Now, the word of advice, we have quite a few cards fall out for the words of advice for you. Oh, actually, we just had two. So the first one is the Seven of Pentacles. This is telling me to tell you that you really need to review what it is that you're putting your energy into. Is this connection working anymore? Do you want to continue to be putting energy into it? Is what you've put into it coming to fruition? Can you see growth? This is a card about reflection. This might also be, as I said before, affecting your work life. Like maybe this connection is not giving you the support you need, or maybe this connection is affecting the way you're working, or you being able to move towards what it is that you really want to do. Because, you know, it's just, I just feel honestly that there's energy that is blocked in this connection. And I feel like once you've made a decision about what you want to do moving forward, things will flow better. Three of Pentacles. This is also saying that you may want to go and seek counsel from someone else about this in order to make the right decision for yourself, because I kind of feel like it is a big decision. Because as I said before in the beginning, I feel like this relationship, you know, was something that was really amazing and wonderful, but it's just like there's just something not working anymore. So yeah, this is reflecting on what's not working, what is working, and seeking counsel, I think, from others, especially from someone that's more unbiased as well, that isn't connected with either one of you, whether that's seeing a counselor, a life coach. You can come and do some work with me. But yeah, definitely this is about seeking counsel from people that already have knowledge and wisdom in this area as well, and that might be able to point out things to you that you haven't noticed. This reading may also help you as well with things that you may have not been aware of, or maybe it's just really confirming things that you already knew. Okay, so pile one, I hope that was able to give you some clarity and or closure, some foresight, some food for thought. Please feel very free to leave feedback and comments below. If you would like a personal reading with me, you can find the link to my website below. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. Pile one, lots of love and light. Mwah. Okay, lovely people. So for those of you who chose pile two, these are your cards. This is your reading. Let's have a look at what's going on in this current connection or relationship. We're looking at the current energy, remembering that time is an illusion and energy is very fluid. Okay, so your destiny card is courage. Nice. This is kind of similar to the card we got with reading one, but I feel this is a very different reading. This is talking about the courage needed in order to make things happen, I feel, in this connection. Okay, I feel like this is a pretty fresh connection. Let's have a look at what the cards are saying though. Ace of Wands to start off with. I feel like this is a relationship that is fairly fresh. Take it as it resonates, or it might be at a place where there's a new beginning, or there may be like this renewed sense of passion in this relationship. But it's a connection where there's a lot of passion, a lot of creativity. I'm really picking up here as well that you and this person may have quite a bit in common. And there's this real feeling about transformation within it as well, because I'm really being drawn to the picture of the butterfly and the flowers. So this is all about transformation as well in a passionate way. Let's have a look at what's clarifying. The Ace of Wands, we have the King of Pentacles. One or both of you is looking for some more stability, but is also being aware of the importance of being in this energy as well. Wanting grounding. I feel like a lot of you feel a lot of passion in this connection, but you want it also to be very grounded. And I feel like this has the potential to have both that grounding and that passion that you're looking for and that you already feel within this connection. The person that you're with may also be in the King of Pentacles energy, man or woman. They may be someone that's pretty grounded, solid, you know, well established and attractive, right? But I do kind of feel like this is fresh. Let's see what else is going on in this connection. If this connection as well is moving pretty slowly, I feel like it's because this person is contemplating a lot of things. Ten of Cups, beautiful. I feel like this is shared energy. I feel like both of you really ideally want this, where you've got this really beautiful connection where everyone's really happy and things are going really, really well, okay? There's potential for this to happen in here. there is a feeling though of there's that courage that needs to be had. You had that destiny card, courage. Courage is needed for this. Two of Wands. Both of you or one of you are definitely thinking about how to make this happen if this is a possibility, and I do feel like it is. It's something that you need to, as I said before, have the courage to move forward and make happen. There is that possibility. There is that power. It's interesting how there's a cat in there as well. I'm noticing the cat, and the cat is being, I think, is representing, you know, having a more flexible mindset around this as well. Maybe this person that you're thinking about is starting to make you see things a little bit differently or from a broader perspective. Okay, your next card is the Seven of Cups. So it's like one or both of you are really thinking about this and thinking about whether this is something that you really want. I do feel like you definitely want a relationship and a connection, and one that's grounded, passionate, and solid. And as I said before, there is most definitely the indication that this can happen. But it's about maybe what might be holding some of you back as well is just thinking, you know, is this really what I want? Is this going to be what I really want? Because I think both of you have probably, you know, it's not your first rodeo. Both of you have been in relationships before and have gotten, you know, have learned things, have gotten what you want in life. I feel like a lot of you as well probably already have a lot of other things going on in life that are going well for you and that you feel like you're able to see and are very clear. But I feel that some of you are just not 100% sure about this, because it's like it's like there's this uncertainty. Which should I choose? You know, if you guys are just dating, or if you just met this person, maybe both of you are in a circumstance where you're like, should I choose this person? Because there's fear around choosing this person. There's all this really beautiful energy, a lot of really creative energy, really grounded energy, a lot of loving energy here, but there's this fear of making the wrong choice. Okay, let's look at the clarifiers, the Knight of Wands. You so want this. You so just want to run in and just be with this person, or sweep them off their feet, or just have this connection. You want things to move. But I feel like you're really doing the right thing by trying to just take your time with the choice that it is that you're making, because maybe in the past you've been known for, and a lot of people do this, rushing in too quickly without fully considering everything, you know, getting too carried away with passion rather than taking everything into consideration and just taking a little bit more time, taking a little bit more slowly. Now you had quite a few cards fall out for words of advice. So let's get into them. I'll just go through them really, really briefly. So we had the Queen of Swords. So this is telling me that you need to look at this situation more. Sorry about the camera and the light. But this is telling me that you need to look at the situation in a more diplomatic way, but also not to be too cold with this. Don't be too guarded with this other person, because it could potentially push them away. The Queen of Swords, man or woman, can sometimes have the tendency, if they're unbalanced, to push others away by guarding themselves too much. But when the Queen of Swords is balanced, or king, man or woman, is balanced, they can think very clearly and they're very diplomatic, but they're soft as well. You know, they're welcoming people, but they're just very intellectual people, and they want to make sure that they've considered everything really carefully. And both sides, both perspectives. And this is bringing about some shadow side, some shadow work for you guys. So a lot of this, courage is bringing, you know, this is coming back into it, really highlighted. Having the strength to do this. You know, there's probably things that are popping up in this connection, perhaps, where you're thinking, oh, you know, you're getting triggered by things from other potential relationships maybe, and you're just like, oh, I don't know if this is going to be the best for me. Should I just run away from it? I'm not sure. But as I said before, it's about being able to see it, diplomatically and clearly, and from, a balanced perspective, thinking with your head, not just with your heart, and not just with passion. But as I said before, you saw all these wonderful cards, and there's more ones coming up. Four of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. These are two really positive, beautiful cards. I feel like this could be if you allow it to be, and if you have the courage to go through with this, I feel like this could be a really, really nice relationship where you're both enjoying each other's company. It could be really long-term, could be really stable, and it will change everything else in your life as well. I feel like this relationship would be a game changer for both of you in a very positive way. So pile 2, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it's given you some clarity and insight, the clarity and insight that you needed. Please feel very free to leave feedback and comments below. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, give the videos a thumbs up if you liked it, and please also feel free to share it. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support, pile 2. Lots of love and light. Okay, lovely people. So pile 3, last but very not least, if you chose this pile, this is your reading. Please remember that this is a very general reading, that time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So your destiny card, well, you've got 2. So you have prudence and prosperity. So what I'm getting here is, I feel like sometimes some of you are not getting the prosperity that you want because you're holding back a little bit too much with being prude. Let's have a look at the cards for more insight, guys. First card coming up, we have the Knight of Cups. Wanting to offer love, being romantic, but on a night level. So kind of just early days, not wanting to go in as a king or queen, but really wanting to feel it out, feeling good about this. Definite potential there. Clarifying the Knight of Cups, we have the 8 of Wands. Lots of communication going on. If not, a need for some more communication. Communication that is soft, communication that is from the heart, communication that is gentle, using, being more fluid with not holding back with your feelings. Obviously, you want that balance between heart and head, but I feel like some of you, there's this real need to be a little bit more gentle with your communication, or just not gentle, but just, don't be afraid to communicate a little bit more about how you genuinely feel about this person. And I feel like this is probably going on as well at the moment. But let's look at what the other cards say. We then have the Knight of Wands. There's a lot of passion in this. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of, we've just had fire and we've had water. We've got more fire now. So there's this real want. There's a lot of passion in here. Both of you, I feel, are really attracted to each other, but there's some sort of blocker going on, I feel. Clarifying, we have the Knight of Swords. Yes, this is the blocker. So there's a lot of energies going on here. There could be other people involved in this, but I think you would already know if there was. I don't feel like there's any sign of infidelity or cheating here or anything like that. I would tell you if I felt it. I just think that there's either other people involved that you're unaware of, like outsider influences, or that perhaps, either you or both of you have got other options. Or it's just a lot of energy in the relationship where there's this real want and need to move ahead, to really be able to communicate. There's a sense of frustration around the way that you're communicating with each other. and that things aren't being communicated clearly as well, and a sense of holding back, of not wanting to come across too strong, or not wanting to come across, not saying the wrong thing as well, which is why we were saying at the beginning with the Knight of Cups is communicating more so, about how you're feeling rather than holding back, not being afraid of it. Two of Swords, yes. One or both of you is holding back here. These swords are protecting your heart, or your person's heart, or both of you. There's this sense of feeling very guarded, kind of wanting to ignore it and hoping that it's just kind of going to go away, these feelings, but they're not. There's so much energy in here, so much wanting to be expressed that isn't being expressed because of this fear, because of a blockage, because of worried, because this worry about communication not going right. We have the Page of Cups, so it's kind of like what's being offered here in this connection are just really small gestures. The communication that's going on is not at the level it could be and should be, because both or one of you are very guarded at the moment. So it's just small gestures at the moment, which is fine. It's okay, because sometimes it's better to be that way, because then at least you're taking it slowly. There's happiness in this connection. There's just a lot, as I said before, there's a lot of energy here about really wanting to move forward, maybe spend more time together or see each other. There's a blockage with communication and moving forward, because there's guarding. And your words of advice are the Moon. Yes, fear, too much fear. You're fearing too much about whether this is going to work out. You're fearing too much about whether you're going to say the wrong thing. You're fearing too much about everything. Okay? So you may have also met this person at night, and so take it as it resonates. So because you've met them at night and you haven't seen them during the day, you feel like you don't know their true self yet, especially if it's new as well. It takes time to get to know people, but the fear that you have is subconscious. You're not aware of it. Well, you're aware of it now. Maybe you were aware of it, but it's being really highlighted that there's a lot of subconscious fears here that are blocking communication that needs to be had. There's a need to work on this, to work on your fear, to overcome it, to be working on yourself. Working on yourself to feel better within yourself, to feel more confident within yourself as an individual, because I feel like once that happens, everything else is going to flow really beautifully. You won't have the fear that you have now. I feel like a lot of people see you as really confident, or your person sees you as someone like this that's really confident and beautiful, but I feel like you're not there at the moment because you're in too much fear. But I feel like generally most of the time you are like this, and it's like you need to work through your fears and come back into your power, because, drum roll, we have the Sun. This could be a really potentially awesome relationship where both of you are really happy, both of you are able to enjoy each other's company and have some really lovely times. And as I said before, there's nothing wrong with taking this slowly. And I feel like a lot of this is being taken slowly because of that, that fear around it not working or whatever it is for you. But in a way, it's working for you as well, because it's allowing the process to slow down a little bit more in order for there to potentially be, a better solid foundation built for something if you want it to be long lasting. But at the same time, you need to be able to get over that fear of communicating to this person about a little bit more about how you're truly feeling, rather than just being stoic or just pretending you're just their friend when you want more. Okay, so take it as it resonates, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it's given you some clarity and or insight. If you would like to get a personal reading, you can find all my details in the description box below. Thank you so much for your ongoing love and support. Lots of love, light, and blessings.